voting Democrat may cost Americans everything. Since politicians and bureaucrats don't seem to care about the plight of we the people, I thought at least we might in tonight's preamble. I wanted to share a letter I received from one of you, a woman by the name of Mary Ann. Here it is, quote, "Love your point of view. I'm a senior living on $1,200 a month. I cannot drive or afford meat anymore. My AC stays on 78 if it's even on. That's a luxury. Had to cut back on water and gas for home use. Forget about gas for the car. It's over $100 to fill the tank. I need my phone. It has to be paid. No free government iPhone was sent to me or my phone service paid by Biden. Why is no one talking about the millions, billions going to illegals jumping the border and spreading havoc all over the country? It amazes me the amount of our taxpayer money the government spends on citizens from other countries. Not one in this administration gives a crap about the American people, not even our own babies, while illegal babies enjoy our formula, ... There was more to this email, but by now you're getting the point. Judging by their actions and policies, I believe it is fair for all Americans to reach the conclusion that Democrats are 100% in charge of this country right now, and, well, they prioritize their power, deviancy, and personal wealth over the well-being of all of you folks out there who they were elected to serve. Let's grab some headlines to reinforce my opinion. Congressman Adam Schiff, a man who lied to the country claiming he had evidence that proved Trump-Russia collusion. He appears to be trying to cover his tracks. Schiff has filed an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act. Analysts claim that this amendment would conceal any information collected by the U.S. military for use in congressional investigations or court proceedings. The net effect, according to the readers of this amendment, would be a massive attempted cover-up of enormous proportions, all aimed at preventing the GOP from conducting proper oversight if they take control of the Congress next year. We already know that Schiff has lied to the American people, both in Congress and in the media. What's Adam Schiff hiding? Could he be trying to cover up violations of the law that he and other Democrats have committed? Regardless of his motivations for trying to cover up his activities, everyone should be calling their GOP reps and senators to prevent this amendment from taking hold. Now, let's pivot from potential criminality to the criminally insane. Largest teachers union in the country, the National Education Association, has put forward a resolution that would see the term mother be changed to, quote, birthing parent in their contracts. They claim denying science is an effort to promote inclusivity. Parents out there are wondering why they are forced to fund a government-run education system populated with people who don't even know what a woman is. Another leftist organization, the ACLU, has stepped up their efforts to degrade the culture. The American Civil Liberties Union, along with the NEA, claim that students are never too young to attempt to change their sex, and that age and maturity should never be a basis for denying a transition. They say this despite research showing that the suicide rate among those who transition is incredibly high. And they say this despite the fact that young children lack the maturity to make such a consequential decision. While we're in the insane file, let's turn to the Democrats' Defense Department. An Army training slide obtained by Breitbart News instructs soldiers to shower with transgender members of the opposite sex, even if they have not undergone a surgical transition. In other words, female recruits are going to have to shower with biological men, and male recruits will have to shower with biological women. The woke military brass do this by abandoning propriety, science, and common sense. You know, this move is sure to drive down recruitment and imperil national security. We turn to social media memes to venture a guess as to what General White Rage Milley thinks of all of this. And that leads us back to criminality. As you all know, the American left has been pushing deviancy onto our children in GovEd, in the schools, in the pop culture. The drag queen story time has become a favorite feature at taxpayer-funded libraries in liberal cities and left-wing states. In the Democrat-controlled state of Pennsylvania, for example, that state attorney general's office has accused a quote, community organizer. His name is Bryce Williams, who performs under the stage name Anastasia Diamond. Accuses Anastasia Diamond of downloading dozens of illegal photos and images of children. Local Fox 33 reports Williams apparently was a community activist for LGBTQ ABCDEFG youth in the Harrisburg area. Police accused him of having at least 49 photos and 25 videos of naked prepubescent boys in his possession. But now you're wondering, Chris, didn't you start off talking about Americans suffering under the Democrats' economy? And so I did. But as I just showed you, the focus of the Democrat Party and their surrogates and their supporters is nowhere near what matters to you. The Democrat Party is perversion, poverty, and petulance, all leading to power. A lot of P's there. Now that you've seen and heard this party's values that have nothing in common with yours, perhaps you'll have some motivation out there to make sure that they don't get elected to, well, any place in government. They don't populate the halls of your government. I'm not being rhetorical when I tell you tonight, your future prosperity, security, and safety will never return if Democrats get elected anywhere in the fall.